Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing really well as always. If you're joining me for the first time, you're very, very welcome. If you do enjoy this video, I do ask please if you could subscribe and like the video. It will really help it to be shown to other people along the way. So got that out of the way, let's get started. We're going to have a look at what messages there are from Spirit, what your energy is around you, any advice, and any energy incoming, really. Let's get started, Gemini. Ooh, we have intuition and manifestation. That's a nice start. Wow. Oh, hang on, which one is it, Spirit? This one. We have a loving man. And again, please, Spirit. Okay. Oh, wow. We've got a loving woman. And we have a teacher. Well, that is not a spread I was expecting. We have stuck energy. It's so funny. Sometimes the cards present themselves in such a way that they're really surprising. And you don't usually, or at least I don't, other readers might, but you don't usually get a man and a woman together right in the middle of the reading like that. So this is really interesting. We have you sitting in your intuition, Gemini. And we have you consciously, and I do feel it's consciously, manifesting some form of outcome. There's something that you're wanting in life at the moment, and you're working hard to manifest it into being. Now, you may not even, I said consciously, because that's the word that came to me, but you may not be aware that you're actually doing it. I know that sounds crazy, but it's you know, when you're working towards a goal, but you don't really think through that by doing that, you're manifesting. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting from this card. Be interesting to see what tarot brings up in a minute, but I do think that your intuition is guiding you on this path without you even realizing. That's fascinating. I've never had that before in a reading. Who are these people, Gemini? We have the loving man and the loving woman. So there's a really close relationship here. These two people are very, very connected. And I do feel they're people on earth. I don't feel they're people in spirit. It's interesting because we do see the rays of sun coming down here. And sometimes it feels like these two people are spirit, people in spirit. But no, these feel like they're on the earth plane. This is about a loving relationship of some way, shape or form. It's either a partnership, a close friendship. I feel it's a balance of equals. That's what they've just said. A balance of equals, meaning maybe on the same sort of academic level, maybe the same age group, maybe in the same position in life. There's just something about them being, it's like a real balanced energy between these two people. But they're very, very connected. They could be a brother and sister. Could be a romantic couple. There's lots of love here, obviously, because it says loving man, loving woman, but I'm feeling it. There's lots of love here. And I do feel that you are manifesting an outcome that's related to these two people. Now, you could be one of these two people or picking up the energy of one of these two people. I'm going to pull some more cards on this because I don't want to get this well, there's no way you can get it wrong, to be fair, but I want to get a clear message on this couple because they're very significant. They're very solid in their relationship. They work really well together. I do feel they're connected either on a romantic or a family level or a very, very close friendship. I'm going to come back to them because we're going to pull some more cards. Yeah. I'm going to leave them there for a moment because they're very powerful. Their energy is very strong. There's a teacher featuring here. So it could be that this partnership, if you are one of these people, it could be that you are actually learning skills together in order to accomplish something. We see a man and a woman here, but I don't feel this is a teacher and student or teacher and student relationship. I feel this is something that this couple, and I say couple loosely, as I said, because it could be any of those relationships we talked about before. I feel it's something they're achieving together, but they've had to work through some stuff in order to get to that position. And there's more to learn because we see this teacher card at the end of this reading. So there's more of that coming in. There may be more twists and turns in this relationship. There may be just, something that they need to learn or will learn along the way on their journey together with their connection. And I don't see conflict here. I see them very, very close-knit. So that's really interesting. Think about, Gemini, your close relationships. Think about the people that you're very connected to, what you've learned together, how you're growing together. And as I said, it can be a family member, a close friendship. I do feel they're on the same level. I do feel they're on the same age range level as well. So tell me how that resonates with you, because that's really interesting. It may be that you've spent a while trying to manifest an outcome where you've had to learn a lot of things and you've just hit a stage, Gemini, where you feel stuck. So maybe you're now questioning, where do we go from here? And I don't feel it's in terms of our relationship. I feel it's in terms of, where do we go together from here? That's how it feels, because I feel you're working really well together with this person on whatever it is that, you know, you're trying to manifest here. You feel a bit stuck at the moment. So let's find out what that's all about. Gosh, this is an interesting reading. I said that, didn't I, when I pulled the first 4 cards out? I've never seen a layout quite like that. So let's get the tarot and let's see where this leads. I'm going to go for these. Okay, so tell us about this manifestation. Oh, they're ahead of me already. There's something that you want to take a leap of faith about. There's something you need a fresh start in here, Gemini. So there's something, maybe you're trying to manifest a new opportunity for you that involves this person, or maybe you're just taking a leap of faith in making a decision together about how, you know, you're going to take one aspect of your life forward. Yeah, let's keep moving on here because we need more information. Tell us about this loving man, please. Temperance. For me, this is quite an unusual temperance card because of the figure 8 it has. And I do think that talks about a sense of balance here. With temperance, there is a balance here anyway. She has a gold goblet, a silver goblet, and, you know, they're both reacting at the same time. So there's something here about fairness. There's something here about balance. They gave us 2 cards. And about wanting your ship to come in. This person is feeling quite despondent. They're sitting at their desk and they're feeling, you know, I've got my lights on, I've got my lantern here leading the way, but when is it going to happen? You know, so it's something that's affecting both of these people. This is so unusual, Gemini, honestly, because it can be so many different scenarios for all of you, but these people are incredibly significant. And you could be one of them, but you don't have to be. I think that, you know, this could also be a couple that you know, but you're very closely linked to. Could be your parents for some of you. It's almost like you're waiting for an outcome. You're trying to manifest an outcome and you're waiting for it to come in, but you want it doing in a balanced and fair way. And let's see how this progresses. Yeah, we talk about balance again. You know, it may be that you feel you're juggling a lot of things at the moment, Gemini, and that's why you're wanting this sense of balance to come in. You're wanting that momentum to change. You're just wanting things to develop in a way where it feels like things are being put right, you know, your ship to come in, you know, just everything to be as you want them to be, because you are manifesting. Your intuition is telling you that somehow you're going to get there, but you don't know quite how, and you feel like you're juggling things at the moment. Why do we have the Teacher card? Yeah, we have the Lovers. So this is something that you are, I want to use the word passionate, but passionate is not usually a word I use with the Lovers card, but for some reason I want to use it here. There's things that you're having to learn, you're having to go through, you're having to maybe do things for the first time. And it's about someone that you're very, very connected to. Again, we have these 2 people here, and you could well be one of them. It's going to be different for all of you. Please do put me out of my misery and tell me if this resonates with you, because this is such an unusual reading, Gemini. Why is Gemini feeling stuck? What's this about? What has stopped the forward movement? Yeah, there's a decision to be made about the best way forward in this scenario, and that's maybe why you're feeling stuck at the moment, because maybe the way forward isn't actually clear. But you're going to overcome whatever obstacles are put in your way, Gemini. There is forward movement here, and yes, there's going to be obstacles, but you will overcome them. And maybe just at this moment in time, you can't see how, but it is about you taking that leap of faith, pushing forward and, you know, trying to get this sense of balance back in. Yeah, there's loving energy brought into this situation. And you've already got a lot of love on the table between you and another person. Or, as I say, this is a couple you're very closely related to. So if you're not one of these people, then I think this is about parents. That's how it feels right now. Five of Cups, Spirit are saying, please don't dwell on the past. Please don't dwell on what's happened, Gemini, because, you know, your intuition is here to guide you. You can manifest the outcome you want. You can take a leap of faith. Keep pushing forward, because concentrating on what has happened or what is in the past is what is keeping you stuck. Very interesting. But look at the outcome. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, you know, we had some learning here because we had the teacher card. The Nine of Pentacles talks about, you know, the culmination, the achievement after all the steps you've taken, all the work you've put in. This is you being able to sit and enjoy your rewards, basically. So there is a positive outcome here. And to be honest, Gemini, with the strength of this relationship here, I can't see you failing in any way, shape or form. Because this relationship will get through anything, frankly. That is such an unusual reading. I'm going to draw together with some Moonology, as I always do. What I will say to you, Gemini, is if any of you would like to look at your personal situation, you know, this reading won't necessarily resonate with all of you. It was very definite around these two people here today. So if you'd like to look at your personal circumstances, I am offering private readings. Either click on the QR code if you can see it on your screen, if it's big enough. But if you're on a mobile, please look at the description box below and click on the shop tab when you go through to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and it will show you the list of all the readings that I'm offering. So let's see how we draw this together. Embrace the flow of life. They've just said to me, don't sweat the small stuff. They love using that phrase. They use it quite often. So this is about you just going with the flow. As I've just said, this relationship is very strong. There's a lot of love there. So this relationship will, you know, meander through whatever challenges you have anyway. You know, that is what is coming through today. Detoxify. So this is about getting rid of anything that is negative in your life that you don't need, you know, any negative attitudes, any, you know, anything that you're eating that is bad for your diet, you know, just anything that makes you not feel good needs to go, Gemini. We have relax. You're the third sign today that's been told to relax. How interesting. Yeah. They're asking you not to stress about this situation. Trust your intuition, go with the flow and relax. Making me feel tired. That's what I've just said, is it not? Focus on the positive. They want to get you into positive energy, Gemini. Because if you're trying to manifest an outcome, the only way to manifest an outcome is to manifest it positively. Otherwise, you get a negative outcome. So yes, there's something here about clearing your mind. And they've given me a 6th card. And finding that balance. Didn't I mention balance earlier? What did we have that brought us balance? Temperance brought us that balance. Find a balance. I'm going to leave it there. Otherwise, I will work through the entire Moonology deck. That was such an interesting reading, Gemini. Such an interesting reading. Please do tell me how it resonates with you, because that was fascinating for me. Those two key people, I've never seen anything quite like that in a reading, and the strength of the loving connection between them was extraordinary. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it did help you. Yeah. And if you did find it useful, please do, as I said, like and subscribe. That's something you can do for me. And I'll catch up with you all again really soon. Bye for now.